Hi guys, my name is Kelsey and I'm going to be talking about redesigning our SharePoint Technical Library. The current library needs to be redesigned so that items are easier to find. Right now our library is kind of cumbersome and it's very hard to locate items. Having a more flexible library will allow the library and SharePoint to grow with the company. As we all know, our company is going through changes right now, and the library navigation and search capability is very frustrating for everyone. And having the transitions within the company and having our library, which is such an intricate way of how we interact with our customers, having that being labeled as annoying and frustrating is not a great way to put our best foot forward for our company. So some goals of our project include increasing the usability and improving the layout of our Tech Publisher homepage. Right now there's a lot of unused links and broken links. It's very cluttered and unusable. Also, we want to increase the library search capabilities. As of right now, a lot of people have problems because they have to use multiple methods of searching and try multiple ways of rewording their topics. There's no consistent verbiage, so that is something that we need to work on. And my proposal is to start using folksonomies to create those groupings of documents so people can find their documents so much easier than they can right now. So for the new proposed Tech Publisher homepage layout, we should get rid of a lot of the unused links and get rid of some of that clutter on our page. And then also in terms of information architecture, when new users come to a page or when they look at a document for the first time, they tend to scan information from the upper left, lower right, upper right, and then lower left. And our homepage should reflect that, even if that is something that happens on a subconscious or very quick level. This is just a way to ease new users onto our page. So in terms of importance, we should utilize the upper left and put our work order submission link and then our library search, because those are our two most popular reasons why people come to our homepage. Followed by in our lower right, that should be our contact link. So if anybody has a question or if they require assistance from us, that is easy to find. Followed by in the upper right, that should be our list of help files. Our system right now, as it is, it's very hard to use and it is not user friendly. So we have created a system of help files. So if somebody doesn't feel like they need to contact us directly, they may be able to help themselves with those files and also with the templates, which actually saves us time as editors when people utilize our templates instead of working from Word drafts that are not in our templates. Two very useful links there. And then the lower left, which isn't really relevant to our process, but our group photos and our names and just information about us. It's helpful so we have more of a presence since we are at a different location. It helps people to identify us, but it's really not useful to our page. Here is a very simplified example of my proposed homepage. This is showing with our links open. So the submit TechPub requests will just say that until it is hovered over or clicked on, and then it will open that drop down menu similar to the help file and the template links. This will also eliminate a lot of the clutter when there's too many choices for users. I think it's really easy to get confused. It works much better when there are limited options and then they're able to expand from there. And in the lower right, I chose to use the initials of my coworkers for their anonymity. And then you see on the lower right, that is our link to email us, which will automatically open up the user's Outlook page and connect them to our email so they can shoot us their question. So another thing I would like to do with this upgrade is to expand our library search. As of right now, users must use different combinations of title, the document number, and keywords to locate a document. There's no one specific way and one protocol to find these documents, which creates a little bit of frustration and annoyance with the user when they have to send us an email to find a document that they should be able to find themselves. And also the current search will only locate documents if the words in the title or if the numbers in the document, everything has to be in the exact same order, exact same spelling, and exact same capitalization. So there's no room at all for human error, which also creates frustration when there's no one specific way to search for something. Um, I'm proposing that we have something closer to a Google search, which allows for spelling mistakes or different word order. More realistically, I think we could really utilize folksonomies and standard vocabulary to group our documents far more easily than they are grouped right now. Okay, so first of all, what is folksonomy? Folksonomy is the way of adding keywords to group similar documents or documents containing similar content. Similar to how social media uses hashtags to connect data, folksonomy can group data by type of document, document content, and to include any type of tags. So we would implement this in our system by adding a group of standardized language to our keywords section and really break down the document so the keyword section is the one solid way that we can locate documents outside of the other search methods. So how are we going to use folksonomy? First, we must standardize the vocabulary that we use to describe our content. So we are going to start breaking down each element of the title. So if it contains report, we're going to add report as a keyword. The name of the software, we will add that in there. Each word of the title will be broken down so that way it includes any software, system, department, document type, anything that we can use to describe these documents we will add as individual tags or keywords in that keyword section, so that way they were always going to be one way to search for a document where it'll be able to pull up all of the documents that create our 7,000 document expansive library. And MA has started working on this keywords project to start implementing this for all of our old existing documents. And as a company, we need to start working together as we move forward within the new upgraded SharePoint. So with the growth of our company, we are going to expand the library, incorporating documents that are outside of just engineering that as we've had in the past. So using that keyword section, all the editors can add all the document types and everything that I had just mentioned down to the supervisor for whatever software or program that is for, and the project manager, which group, whatever group it's coming from. There's no limit to how many tags we can add, just the more the better, so that way they're able to be grouped and easier to find. So using those folksonomies, we can better sort our documents, so that way we can navigate around the inconsistencies within our current keywords library. But as I mentioned, MA is going through to try and fix those. So here's an example of a very simplified version of our SharePoint library search. So as it stands, we have the option to search for a document by title, document number, keywords, or the person it was last modified by. So in the example, I have used ABC as a keyword, but really how we're going to have it set up in the back end of our document record is that you will be able to search for ABC, increment, any of the numbers, report, measurements. Each individual word will be searchable, and each of those documents will be grouped. So we can search for ABC and it will bring up everything with ABC in it. Or we can type in report and it will bring up every report for every bit of software that we have or for every system that we have. Or we can type in project charter and it will bring up all of the project charters. We have a whole lot of flexibility to search for as many keywords to make a more specific search or a very broad search as it stands. So this will give our users a lot more flexibility to find what they're looking for and to be able to search our library with a standardized search method. So our next focus is our verbiage of our tech publisher requests. We have different kinds of requests for in our work order system, and it happens pretty often where the incorrect work order type is selected. And as editors, we have a pretty good idea of what the document is in need of when it is submitted. So if something is submitted as publish only, that just means publish as is. We do not edit it, we do not review it. It does not go through the approval cycle. It just gets put in our library exactly how it's sent to us. And that is usually the one that is chosen the most often when they intend for it to go through our full edit and our approval process. But that often results in an email being sent to the author, and it can actually put a couple days delay on our turnaround time, just because we need to get clarification before we start working on the document. So having the verbiage be more clear in our work order system will eliminate confusion and create more efficiency because there's less delay. But with the addition of the new wording, it is a bit more descriptive, but it also does not give too much information where it is confusing. This is something that will create more consistency and efficiency throughout the work order system. So just as a recap, since our entire company is in the midst of a large-scale upgrade already, we should invest the extra time now in our library just to make sure that it has what it needs for our customers. Since this is such a intricate part of how we interact with our customers, we want to make sure that it meets all of their needs and the interactions with the system are positive. And also, having a better library will strengthen those customer relations, ease frustrations among our employees and our customers, provide more consistency, which, as an editing group, that is our number one goal almost always. And then allowing those users to be able to locate documents in the library is a huge amount of time, and that will be decreased once our system is much more efficient and easier to use.